This is Jordan Machado, aspiring biologist and hopefully future herpetologist. And today we're actually going to be talking about the Axanthic Morph. And what I have here in my hands are a combination of combos and the single versions of morphs that can be created with the Axanthic Morph, including the snow and the toxic that I have talked about before. So this is not Hordak, and he is an Axanthic Morph Western Hognose, also called the Plains Hognose. Now what the Axanthic does to the Hognose is that it actually removes yellow pigmentation. In other species, they have anathoristic versions, which actually removes red pigmentation. However, the hognose doesn't really have any true red colors, so if they are anathoristic, you can't really see it. Therefore, we have the Axanthic, which removes all of those yellows, and what you're left with is all of this beautiful black and gray and white colors. And due to this lack of yellow, if you actually look at their belly, you still have that checkered black pattern. However, instead of yellow, you now have white little checkers that are scattered here. So when you actually take a Axanthic hognose and you manage to get that introduced with an albino hognose, then when both of these colors are showing, you'll get what is called a snow hognose. Now let's say that these two were to have babies. If she was a normal, she is an anaconda, but if she was just a normal albino, so normal spots, then you would get normal babies that were all het for Axanthic and het for albino, which means they would be het for snow. So let's say you put those babies together, there's a strong chance that you'll get a snow. And as you can see, she has a little bit of the albino in her. She's got red eyes, and her spots still have some of that orange pigment. However, it has been drowned out and accented into whites and stronger, clearer colors due to the Axanthic. And here you can see that she does have the albino red eyes. She's a good girl, and this is Adora. So if you were to breed the two hets together, you could get some albino babies, some Axanthic babies, and if you're lucky and the odds are on your side, you'll get some snows. So here we actually have all three versions. So we've got the albino, we've got the Axanthic, and we've got the snow, which is what happens if a hognose is showing both albino and Axanthic at the same time. So you can see here that she has a little bit of yellow, and that's just from their natural coloring. But being an albino, it kind of gets washed off into this orange color. And when you get that, but then you take away the yellow, you get this beautiful pink color. Some snows do have a slight blue tint, and that just might be because they were using a different type of albino, like a yellow albino. And over here we've got now the Axanthic and a version of a Toffee Belly. Now he is a superconda, so he doesn't have the spots. However, we're mostly going to focus on his coloring. Now different from the albino, he still has normal colored eyes. They're still a brown color with normal pupils, but it is a different form of albinism. So this one is called Toffee Belly. It results in a different kind of washed out color, so instead of the browns you get this nice toffee colored belly. And usually the reason they're called toffee bellies is because you'll get a very nice toffee belly color. He isn't shed, however, at the moment, but this becomes a really nice color here on their belly. And when you put these two together, you can get a toxic morph. So the toxic morph is what happens when both the Toffee Belly and the Axanthic is visual. Now different from Adora, you can see that he is a lot more gray in color and he doesn't have that pink. And that's because the Toffee Belly is a different color than the albino. Now if you look at his eyes, you can see that unlike Adora, he does not have bright red eyes. And here we have all three of the different morphs. So we've got the single recessive Axanthic, the single recessive Toffee Belly. He is a superconda though. And then when you put these two together, you get this nice color. And you can see it is kind of a blend of both of these together. And they're just being noodling around. But it's really nice to see how much fun breeding can be and the really cool color combos that you can create. And that will be the end of our Axanthic Morph video. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, let's keep it up, guys.